I'm the teaching artist for this class. It's funded through the Indiana Arts Commission as part of their new Lifelong Learning Initiative. And the goal is to encourage people who are 65 years and older to try new things in art. And the goal is not to be perfect, is to try something new and get to meet some folks in your community and maybe lift up your community by activism or interests, or just have time to just talk with each other and get to know each other. So I am very proud of everyone who participated in this class. We had 14 people start out, and we have 9 films that got produced. Not everyone was able to fully produce a film, but life happened, and some people got sick, some people had family obligations, but they still enjoyed it and learned new things and tried new stuff. And so your average class for these cohorts are about 10 people, so we did pretty good. And this is the only one out of 35 across the state that had multimedia focus, especially with filmmaking. The goal of this initiative for here was to teach folks how to make short films, probably mostly documentaries, on your phone. So you're supposed to bring your own phone if you had one. If not, we had a mobile device to lend folks. And the goal was to learn a little bit more about technology, learn a little bit more about social media. And so everyone learned some basic graphic design work. They did their own posters back there. Everyone designed their own film poster. And they also learned how to edit and do basic filmmaking and editing in Vimeo, which is an online platform. So, without further ado, I'm going to call up my very first filmmaker, Linda.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
you want to say something?
Oh, yeah? Okay. Hi, Carrie.
So, hi. We're interrupting to say we
put
have
it
a
up
little
here now.
something for our teachers.
Oh, that is so sweet of you.
And
Oh,
all of us in the class really appreciate
oh,
your
that's so
teaching, all your support. Thank
that's
you.
so sweet of you guys.
Thank
Thank you. Very unexpected. Thank you. All right, Linda, come on up and tell us a little bit why you chose your subject.
Hi, I'm Linda Jones. I'm the president of the Gary Historical and Cultural Society. So it was really exciting for me to take this class. I do have to tell you, I have an Android, and as I was taking pictures around Indiana University, I thought I was filming, but you know what? If the red light is not on, you're not filming. So if anybody, for you, just a so it took me 5 attempts to finally get something. And but the reason I chose this particular topic, I really wanted, because of it being a historical society, I wanted to interview individuals, especially seniors. But when 3 minutes is supposed to be 3 minutes, that would be difficult. So I'm at Indiana University all the time. It's where I completed my undergrad and my graduate studies. And so I thought, well, I'll walk around campus and see, and I decided to use sculptures. And there's like 10 sculptures there, and I think I ended up only 4 after my 5th event, my 5th try. So, but for that reason, I thought it was interesting for those that who attended Indiana University. You will recognize these sculptures, and for those who have not, there'll be something new for you to go and look yourself to see. And I thought it was interesting. Thank you. And Jessica did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. I know now how to make a film.
And each of the films are 1 to 7 minutes, and tenacity. They learn about it's called guerrilla filmmaking usually. Things aren't always perfect, but you sometimes have to try the shot 3 or 4 times.
I'm in the courtyard at the Moraine Student Center where it connects with Savannah, and I'm going to show you some sculptures here that looks like they were curated by Neil Goodman in 2005, and his name is on most of these, all of these. So we're going to start off with this first one. It's like a circle. It's called Reflections, and it looks like there's layers of it. It's very sunny, and I hope you can see that there's circles with layers. Back up just a little bit so you can see. And they're made of metal. All of these are made of metal. And it looks like this was donated by in memory of our colleague women's studies, faculty, and friends. And the next sculpture is like 3 cylinders together. And all of these are very heavy. They look very heavy. They're metal, made of metal, and it looks like this particular one was donated in memory of David, Peter, and Louise Mandich, in memory of Mayor of Gary, Peter Mandich. At the John W. Anderson Library, just statue of a young lady, a sculpture of a young lady on a pedestal. And it looks like she might be dancing. The wind is blowing, her dress is blowing in the wind, and she looks like she's having a good time. I wonder what she's dancing to, or is she here to learn more, to take classes, is she in the arts? I think it's a beautiful sculpture. At Raintree, and this sculpture is called Woman in the Sun. It was donated by Mr. and Mrs. Saul Cohen in 1980. And I often wondered what she was thinking about throughout all of these years. When I was in school, I remember seeing her.
Hi. I wanted to make a little film about a song I wrote called Every Mother Matters. And instead of just playing it, I thought it would be interesting to have women in this class read it. I really appreciated hearing it from their perspective and just seeing the words and listening to them myself. I hope you enjoy it. I care very much about mothers. I do think every mother matters.
Every mother matters. Why is there so much darkness right now? Whatever happened to the light? Who would have thought we'd be saying these things after all that we've been through? I never thought there'd be so much left to do. If we can just get through the night, maybe it'll be all right. Why do they think that they don't have to care about us when every mother matters? Why do they think they don't have to care about us when every mother matters?
Every day when you wake up, you're the same person. Even though yesterday they tried to knock you down. Sometimes things are harder than you thought they would be. And everyone knows you tried. Everyone knows you cried.
Why do they think that they don't have to care about us when every mother matters? Why do they think they don't have to care about us when every mother matters?
The history of our lives is the history of our pain. You become somebody's wife. Will the soul of you remain? Sometimes they swallow us whole, but that shouldn't be the goal. We are the miracle. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the oracle. We give life and we give so much more. Why do they think that they don't have to care about us when every mother matters? Why do they think that they don't have to care about us when every mother matters?
Let's get fired up. We are fired up. Love is worth more than money. Let's get fired up. We are fired up. We are worth more than money. Why do they think that they don't have to care about us when every mother matters, when every mother matters? Why do they think that they don't have to care about us when every mother matters?
dogs have genes that make them tamer than the rest. The ancestors of all the dogs alive today.
The first initial contact was probably made by wolves who were looking to exploit a new food source, who were able to, stand being near people long enough to eat what was being thrown in the scrap heap behind the cave.
About her where she doesn't have a strong personality, but she's a really good mentor. So she's been mentoring him, and every day is a little more normal. And it's kind of a healing process for him because he was incredibly traumatized. So with him, I feel he's, like, if I'm talking on the phone for any length of time, he'll just sit there with me for an hour or more, whatever it might be, and I have to to calm him. I will pet him, but I feel like it's also healing me. And at the same time, I have to balance that with Gracie because I don't want her to feel betrayed.
Oh, I decided to get two dogs. I had one dog I've had dogs all my life, but this last dog that I've had her since 2015. And so she's getting older, and she's about 8 years old now. And I got another dog that I saw on the street, and he looked like he was homeless, so I made him look home with.
for you. What's always waving at you, but you never wave back?
Look, up in the sky.
And identify it for us.
Wow.
Very good. Can you tell us what it's composed of? How did they create this flag? That was the nickname of it. And how many each?
How many what?
Stars, how many stripes?
Oh, well, there are 50 stars.
Why did they choose that number? You're right. Also, why did they choose 50 stars? You've done well. You got an A+ going right now.
19.
All right, very good. Are they all the same size?
No.
No?
One's bigger.
Why do you think they chose 19 stars?
It's Indiana the 19th.
All right. Are all the stars the same size? Oh, tell me the difference.
Above the torch is large.
Why do you think they chose to do that?
That I don't know.
Any guesses? All right, you did really great. That one stands for Indiana, the 19th star. Why do you think they chose the torch? What is that to represent?
Well, it's supposed to represent liberty, the Statue of Liberty.
Very good. Excellent.
Did you grow up in Indiana? No, but I lived in New York City, so I'm familiar with the Statue of Liberty.
Excellent. Transferring that knowledge over to a different state. Why those colors?
Well, blue is one of the colors of the flag.
You want to take a guess?
Well, there's a lot of agriculture in the state. To reap all the seeds to go golden corn.
And Indiana is known for corn. I love your explanations, interpretations of the flag. I also read that they were trying to make it look like a constellation. Stars against the sky. Blue sky, yellow. And see if you recognize it. If you do, simply tell us what it is. It's the logo for the city of Gary. Okay. It's actually the flag, which is also the logo as well. Very good. Next, I'd like you to look at the different components and just identify them. What images or components did they use to create this flag? Very good. I also see a lantern. I believe that's a lantern. I'm not sure. That's a lantern there. The state of Indiana, of course, the flag at the bottom of the state of Indiana. And I'm not sure what this is. Can I turn it around this way? Of course. Okay. So, I'm sure there's a meaning there. And I don't know if these are two heads here. They possibly could stand for individuals. Bottom, the top, head. Already.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to see if you can match together the maps, the flags, and the dates.
The map, the flag, and the date. Let's go. This is that. And this goes here. Okay. I would say this, and this. And that's what we got left.
And flags. So the next time a flag waves at you, what are you going to do?
I am a sap for dogs, cats, birds, fish, all animals. Welcome to St. Anne Pet Pantry. The mission of St. Anne Pet Pantry, or SAP, is to support the human-animal bond with food. At a regional meeting in 2014 of the Society of St. Vincent de Paul, I learned of an organization named Best Buddies, which collected and distributed pet food to food pantries in Indiana and Illinois, and St. Anne became one of their delivery sites. In 2021, Best Buddies moved their organizations to Central Florida. Since then, SAP has remained open solely through the generous support and donations of individuals, the Diocese of Gary, the Northwest Indiana Food Bank, and local parishes. All dry pet food is hand-mixed, bagged, and stored in 55-gallon trash bins and 2 large wooden boxes until the 3rd Saturday of the month. There's a limit of 2 pets per household to receive food. SAP tries to provide a 2-week supply of food per pet. Each dog gets 2 bags of dry food or 12 cans of wet food and dog biscuits, and each cat gets 1 bag of dry cat food or 14 servings of canned cat food and cat treats. In 2023, SAP teamed up with Silver Stray, an organization which offers to Gary residents a free veterinary clinic, which includes spaying, neutering, vaccines, nail clipping, rabies shots, microchipping, and TNR. Also in 2023, SAP partnered with Rescue Pack, a pet food bank in West Chicago, Illinois. SAP has bought pallets of food and pet accessories for a fraction of what it would cost to buy pallets of pet food. D&B Motors has generously donated the use of their heavy-duty pickup truck to transport the pallets to St. Anne. In 2023, we served over 600 households for a total of over 1,000 pets fed. SAP has been featured twice in the Northwest Indiana Catholic newspaper. Last Halloween, SAP participated in St. Anne's Trunk or Treat. Trunk or Treaters with dogs were given a bag of dog biscuits, and those with cats received a variety pack of cat toys. In-kind and monetary donations are needed from you to purchase food, buy gasoline, and to pay the forklift delivery fee. Please help us to continue supporting the human-animal bond with food. Donations can be made to St. Vincent de Paul, St. Anne Conference, care of St. Mary, 525 Broad Street.
Okay, this is at Indiana University in Northwest. We're beginning a video taking a tour through the campus of Indiana University. This is the campus, IUN campus and everything. We are slowly winding down, just getting good shots of the entire campus. That's my wife in the distance there, taking pictures of the library, and that's Raintree Hall again, and the new building. And straight ahead is the golf course. That's the golf course. And that victim property that you see there, they used to house Tamarack Hall, which we had a large theater, the police department, and different other computer centers. It's no longer there. Due to the flood, it damaged the building, so they tore it down and built a new building. This is the Later in the Sun at Raintree Hall. Raintree have a lot of classes and also a lot of computer centers inside of it. And over here to my left is Hawthorne Hall. That's Hawthorne Hall with a lot of computers in it. Okay, we're walking and filming at the same time, taking a tour through Indiana University Northwest. Over here we see that's Marine again, the cafeteria, the police department, and over here is Burial Hall. The large building there have a gym inside of it, also a bookstore and computer centers. Okay, we are walking and talking, and over here we have that's Hawthorne Hall. And it's known for this clock. It's always have a clock up here where the students can tell the time, see whether they're late for class or not. And over here is the sign to show you that this is actually Raintree Hall. Raintree Hall. This is the Ivy Tech and Indiana University combined building. House a lot of computers inside and also a very large theater. a theater that's equal to the theaters in Chicago and New York. It's a beautiful building, high-tech and Indiana Village. Here we have the library. This is John Anderson's Library Conference Center. Okay, they have computers here and also all types of books where students can do research work. Beautiful campus in the springtime. It's really lovely where they have a lot of flowers planted. And over here to my right is actually a new, that's a dental building. And also it houses a SPIL, the Criminal Justice Division.
It occurs when grandparents are unreasonably denied meaningful opportunities to have relationships and spend time with their grandchildren.
Thank you, Billy.
Who is impacted by grandparent alienation? Research shows both grandchildren and grandparents are impacted by grandparent alienation.
Recent research shows the impact of grandparent alienation on grandchildren. A relationship with grandparents positively impacts young adults' life satisfaction, perceived relationship quality, and life-building skills. And grandparents have a conscious impact on career decisions, selection of life partners, child-rearing decisions, and beliefs about and function in the world. Strong intergenerational relationships promote well-being in young adults, and when grandparents are involved in grandchildren's lives, adolescents were academically engaged a year later. Illinois Department of Human Services. According to the IDHS, child abuse includes any action that causes or creates the risk of causing a child harm to their physical or emotional health. These children, alienated grandchildren, do not do well. Dr. Carol Golly.
Impact of grandparent alienation on grandparents. The Illinois Department of Aging, IDOA, defines emotional abuse as including verbal irritation so as to compel the person to refrain from conduct in which the person has a right to engage. We are senior citizens and fear that we will not live long enough to regain the right to communicate with our grandchildren once they reach the age of majority. Psychological harm. Threats of harm, being left alone, humiliation, playing on known anxieties, intimidation, verbal abuse, bullying, blaming, constant criticism, controlling, depriving contact with others, signs to look out for, people being anxious or afraid, unexplained changes of behavior, becoming anxious or withdrawn, fear of another person, pressure by family or professionals to have someone moved into or taken out of care, hostile or unkind behavior by a person.
The numbers. The most recent research statistics on numbers of alienated grandparents in the U.S. reports 20% of all grandparents experience alienation, but it's estimated that the actual amount is underreported due to stigma. So closer to 30% of all grandparents are alienated from their grandchildren, and it is growing. Why the flower? What flower symbolizes grandparents? The forget-me-not. Official Grandparents' Day flower. The Forget-Me-Not official Grandparents' Day flower. The official flower of National Grandparents' Day is the Forget-Me-Not, which blooms in the spring. Forget-Me-Nots are small blue flowers that grow anywhere from 4 to 12 inches.
How can you help? Go to change.org and sign the petition. For more information, please visit Grandchildren First.
I will always love you. I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. Keep the love light glowing in your eyes, so true. I will.
She knows who you are, huh? I see a hug.
I'm in love with you. The poem, Ode to Your Hands, which you will hear in this video, was written by my mother, Elizabeth Jensen, when she was 71. My father, Albert Jensen, wrote the first stanza, and she composed the rest. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah. You like those hands, huh? Yeah, are they good? Uh-huh. Hi, Bubby.
Oh, awesome wisdom from heaven's lands, I praise and bless you for the gift of hands. Little tools of learning they first become, touching, turning, holding, and pulling some. Ouch! Oh my, what a terrible feeling. But with the gift of time comes magic healing.
Youthful hands through childhood growing, rolling and catching balls and sometimes throwing, climbing trees on hot summer days, as up to the top among the branches she stays. Grade school time and lessons to write, soon teenage days will be out of sight.
Young lady's hands her lovers to hold, then wedding ring and a child's life to mold. There's cooking, cleaning, and sewing to do, also gardening and caring for sick children too. She lends a helping hand to a neighbor and friend with a pat on the back and hugs till the end.
Praise to wrinkled hands, folded now at rest. To all the world she has given her best.
Hi, I'm Michelle Price, and I am a somatic practitioner. That is a form of body work that addresses what's below the skin. So I'm sitting with Karen, and Karen shared with me her parents, mostly her mom's poem, and I'm touched. I have my hands on my heart. I'm deeply touched by it, and also pondering how we're past something through our parents, through our lineage, and we have our own poems that we write. We have our own hands that we weave our own life.